Hello dear students, today we start with the third major component of blood vascular system, that is heart. Heart is a pumping organ. The location of heart is in between two lungs. It is located in between two lungs, slightly tilted towards left lung. The size of heart is like clenched fist and the weight of heart is 250 grams in female and near about 300 grams in male. So here we discuss and study the structure of heart. Human heart is divided into, roughly first I want to tell you, human heart is divided into 4 chambers. It is divided into 4 chambers and slightly tilted towards left side. The first thing, why human heart is divided into 4 chambers? To separate oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. If oxygenated and deoxygenated blood get mixed together, then it will decrease the percentage of oxygen, and oxygen is essential for purpose of respiration. In the process of respiration, without oxygen, oxidation is not possible and energy will not release. So oxygen is one of the important material which is required by body, and these oxygen carry from lungs. It is carried out with the help of blood. So oxygenated and deoxygenated blood has to be separate, and to make them separate or keep them separate, human heart is divided into 4 chambers. This side is called as left part of the heart and this is the right part of the heart. Left part deal with oxygenated blood and right part is working with deoxygenated blood. Here, one thing again I want to tell you, these heart or 4 chamber, now this is the upper part, this is the lower part. This upper part is separated from each other, as well as upper and lower part are also separated from each other. This blue line, this is muscular part and this is called as septum. This is the septa. This upper part is called as auricle or atrium. Lower part is called as ventricle. Auricles are separated from ventricle with the help of septum, and this septa is called as auriculo-ventricular septum. And in between two auricle also septum is there. This is interauricular septum, and in between ventricle also septum is there. That is called as interventricular septum. In this way, with the help of septa, heart is divided into 4 chambers. Then heart is also covered with or having covering of pericardium, layer pericardium. This pericardium, this is the pericardium. In between the layer of pericardium, pericardial fluid is there, and these fluid help for the purpose of protection, shock absorbing fluid, and protect internal organ, that is the heart. This heart is located in between lungs and slightly tilted towards left lung. If suppose this is the left lung and this side it is right lungs. Right lung and left lung. So it is tilted towards this side, and here in this lung we find out such groove or depression in which this heart is getting fixed. This is the location, and all these things together covered under rib cage, that is the thoracic cavity rib cage that we discuss in the respiratory system. And here from lungs, heart is connected with arteries and veins. So whatever blood get oxygenated or oxygen comes and mix with blood in lungs, that blood become oxygenated in lungs. From rest of the body, whatever deoxygenated blood comes, that deoxygenated blood even sent by heart to lungs for oxygenation. So here exchange of gases takes place and blood become oxygenated. Now we will see, first we will see the structure of heart, and then we will discuss about the mechanism of pumping of heart, that is the working of heart. In the structure of heart, so these are the four chambers of heart. Upper to auricle or atrium and lower to ventricle. And here it is connected with muscles. It is connected with muscles. Now, blood comes from different parts of the body. Suppose here body parts are there, parts or cells. So, vein collect blood from different cells of the body. That is called as the deoxygenated blood is collected by veins. And these veins which collect blood and all rest of the veins open in a major vein. That major vein is called as vena cava. There are two vena cavas. One comes from upper side and another one comes from lower side. So one vena cava which comes from upper side is called as superior, and one which comes from lower side is called as inferior vena cava. This is vena cava. Superior, and this one is called as the inferior. Both vena cava, they brought deoxygenated blood. This blood is deoxygenated. As I told you, right side deal with deoxygenated and left side deal with oxygenated blood. Now here, this side in the left part, as I told you, heart is located in between two lungs, and from each lung, two pulmonary veins comes out. So there are total 4 pulmonary veins. So here, 2 from right lungs and 2 pulmonary veins comes from left lung. In this way, these are the 4 pulmonary veins. They opens in left atrium. This is left atrium. Same here, this is left ventricle, and this side, this is right ventricle. Now blood will flow from left atrium to left ventricle. So here how this blood will flow? As we say, heart is a pumping atrium get contract together. It is not like that this atrium will work first, this after, then this and then this. No. Both or auricle, both atrium contract at a time together, as well as both ventricle, they also contract at a time together. So now blood comes. Here which blood is there? Oxygenated blood. Here I am writing here for time being oxygenated. This oxygenated blood flows to the left ventricle. When auricle get contract, blood comes in ventricle. Here in between auricle and ventricle, this region, here valve is there. This is a valve, and this valve is called as bicuspid. It is called as bicuspid valve, also called as mitral valve. Bicuspid valve means in this valve two flaps are there. So as soon as this flap remain like this, now if suppose upper part is auricle and lower part is ventricle, this valve is like this. As soon as auricle get contract, immediately valve open and blood flow in ventricle. Complete blood flow in ventricle, drop down in ventricle, then this valve get again close. That is the function of valve, to prevent backward flow. Now this blood comes and flow in this ventricle through this valve. Valve get open. Now this valve will get closed once blood comes in ventricle. Then this ventricle get contract. Ventricle will show contraction. And because of contraction in ventricle, now this ventricle here, ventricle has, inside this area, ventricle has opening of the biggest artery, and that biggest artery is called as aorta. This is aorta. This aorta originate from left ventricle. And in between opening of ventricle, in between opening of this left aorta and ventricle also, there is a valve. Here also there is a valve, and this valve is called as semilunar valve. This is tricuspid valve and it is called as semilunar valve. And this aorta, it brings oxygenated blood and further it divides into different arteries and carry and supply blood to various parts of the body. This is the aorta, opening of aorta. So we rub this part. Here aorta get open. Now this blood flows in various parts of the body. Here different cells, body cells. Now all the cells, they utilize oxygen for process of respiration, and now blood become deoxygenated. Blood become deoxygenated. This deoxygenated blood is collected by veins. Veins are collecting now this deoxygenated blood. And veins opens in the biggest vein called as vena cava. Now this deoxygenated blood through vena cava from upper and lower part of the body opens in right atrium. And here in right atrium get filled with deoxygenated blood. When this right atrium get contract, by the time this blood comes in right ventricle. Here also in between auricle and ventricle there is a valve, and this valve is having three flaps. Here two flaps are there. Here this valve is having two flaps like this. Three flaps. Here right side it is three flaps. In this way three flaps are there. And these three flaps get open and blood fall down in ventricle. And once blood flow down or comes in ventricle, then flaps get closed again. So this valve is called as tricuspid valve. This valve is called as tricuspid valve. Now blood comes, deoxygenated blood comes in right ventricle. From right ventricle again one artery comes out. From right ventricle artery comes out, and this artery is called as pulmonary artery. this artery is pulmonary artery. This is pulmonary artery. So where this pulmonary, in between pulmonary artery and this right ventricle also wall is present, and that is the same wall like here. This is the same wall. This is also tricuspid wall, and this wall is called as semilunar wall. And right ventricle when get contract, this deoxygenated blood through these pulmonary arteries goes up, and once this artery comes out from the heart, then this artery divides into two parts. One go to each lung. This goes to right side lung, and this side goes in the left side of the lung, and carry blood up to lungs. Deoxygenated blood, this artery carry deoxygenated blood up to lungs. So to understand the structure of this artery, earlier used understood all these things. So here I would like to rub this so you are able to understand pulmonary artery properly. This pulmonary artery originates from right ventricle and carry deoxygenated blood to both the lungs, one side left and one side right. This aorta originates from left ventricle and carry oxygenated blood to various parts of the body. So this is the structure of heart. 4 chambers: left atrium, left ventricle, right atrium, right ventricle. Left side deal with oxygenated blood, right side deal with deoxygenated blood. Left side auricle and ventricle, between auricle and ventricle bicuspid wall. Right side between auricle and ventricle tricuspid wall. In between ventricle and aorta as well as ventricle and pulmonary artery, semilunar valves are present. The function of valve is to prevent backward flow of blood, or you can say to ensure unidirectional flow of blood. So that is about the structure of heart. In the next part, we will see about the functioning of heart. That is the mechanism of heart and function working we will see in the next class.